Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Cheryl from Yikes, I'm a Chicken Mom. And the girls wanted to say hello and Merry Christmas. Didn't you, girls? Yes, you did. Now they're heading out. They're feeling a little put out because we've been gone most of the day. But anyway, I just wanted to... Hi, Esther. And look down here. There's my Bard Rock, Bertha. And Sadie the Sussex. But I just wanted to come and say Merry Christmas to everybody from the chicken coop. I was out here earlier this morning and got my poop board my droppings board all cleaned up. And I found, laying back here, I found another soft-shelled egg today. And I think what that's saying is I've got another gal laying, a new layer. But I am going to take my friend Sabrina's advice from YouTube and start feeding them the eggshells. But I'm thinking, I do have a new egg layer. I've had 4 girls laying. I think now I must have number 5. They all seem to want to start laying up here on the droppings board. And I've not found a soft-shelled egg in weeks. And I've been getting 4 eggs a week, or no, not a week, every like 2 days. So I think I've got 4 egg layers. I know I've got 4 squatters. So I know I've got 4 that are laying. So I think today I saw number 5. I know I've read that when chickens first start to lay, they can lay some wonky eggs, some completely without a shell, or some that have a soft shell. So I'm thinking that's what this is, but I'm not completely sure, of course. But I am going to start giving them some more protein and calcium in their diet to see, make sure everybody's laying some nice eggs. But the other thing I wanted to show you today and talk a little bit about is when I come in, I'm always checking the windows of my coop. And this is the view out one of the coop windows. Notice there is no ice, no condensation on this window. That's telling me the humidity in here is perfect. The ventilation is good. If I were to see ice, or if you were to see ice on your windows, then you know the ventilation isn't adequate and you need to get some more ventilation in there. But these are just dry as a bone, clear as can be. Let me show you the other one. We'll turn this way. Let me get up here close where you can see. There we go, shot out into the run. But you can see there again, no condensation on that window either. So the ventilation is good for these girls. So I'm really, really pleased about that. Like I said, turn around here. Those are 2 fake eggs in there. And the girls have been laying. Let me stick my hand here. We've been gone. We've been celebrating with family. And I like to stick my hand in here to see. This is pretty thick. And I'm always looking to see. Ooh, scared me. Thought I saw something. I always like to look around in here, move this litter around to make sure nothing is making a nest in here, number 1, other than my girls. And number 2, to make sure no egg is hidden under there, because that litter is pretty deep in their nest. And I do the same thing when I come out here and clean out their coop. This litter is probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 inches thick. And I'm always raking it up at least once a day to fluff it up. And again, looking to make sure it's not packed down too tight. And I'm also looking for eggs because I've got new girls that are laying. So I want to make sure that... Hi there, there's my Barnevelder. That's Bula. And I'm wanting to make sure that they're not laying eggs in the litter. So I'm always looking, trying to keep an eye on it. Let's get some of this litter. I see they knocked it off the board up here. Make sure I don't get a hand of poop doing that. But what I really like about the litter on this droppings board is that when they poop, it's not stuck to the board. I'm not scraping frozen poop off. There's been a time or 2 where they have knocked the litter off and the poop fell right on the board and I had to scrape that frozen poop. But with the shavings up there, not a problem. Not a problem at all. I love that. So anyway, we just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I just have 3 girls left in here with me. The rest went out to the run. But I was hoping they would, we could get a group picture and say Merry Christmas, but that's just not going to happen today. Hi there, Bula. Bula's talking. And the other 2 girls are down there picking my boots. So anyway, that was what I wanted to talk to you about today, is just wish a Merry Christmas and talk to you a little bit about how I make sure that the ventilation in my coop is adequate. And everything seems to be going good out here. Yes, it does. It's just great. Hey, Bula. Something else I noticed about my Bula is notice how I can now pet her. See that squat? That's a perfect picture of a squat. See her wings out? And she's just as firm as a rock. But now that she has started to lay, Bula was always my little gal that, oh, wait. There you go, girl. She was always the one that was so skittish and flighty, and now that she's laying, she'll let me pet her, which I am just thrilled to death about. Because before I couldn't get close to her to pet her. And now, look, just look at this. This is just not, there she is squat. See the wing position here? They're raised up from the body and they're just as stiff as can be. But I'm just thrilled to death that I can now pet her. I can pick her up. And I don't know, I'm just really, really, really happy about that. So that was a nice little Christmas present for me. See, I dropped the glove. Pretty Bula. Pretty Bula. Yeah, say something to the people. Are you going to say Merry Christmas? Yeah, say Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas. Can you say Merry Christmas, pretty girl? You are funny. How about you, Esther? Look here. Do you want to say hello to everybody? You want to say hello? Bula? And one other thing, I know people think I'm crazy, but I think some of my chickens know their name. Like Bula, for example. I think she knows her name. And I'll call her, and she'll come. So I'm really thinking that's pretty cool. So anyway, Merry Christmas from Northern Ohio. As a matter of fact, we have like, I just waded through like, ow, Bula. She jumped up and bit my finger. Crazy girl, what'd you think it was? The roads here are sheets of ice. And I had to wade through drifts that are at least a foot deep. Might not sound like much to, I know, some of you people who live farther north than we do. But we're not in the snow belt. Even though we're in northern Ohio up on the lake, we're not in the snow belt. And, but we can drive like 45 minutes to an hour to get there if we want to ski or do something crazy silly like that. But it's really cold here today with winds like 20 to 30 miles an hour and temperatures that are cold. So, that's Bula. All right, everybody. Merry Christmas. And a Happy New Year. Isn't she a gorgeous bird? Yes, she is. She is fabulous. And a talker. My Barnevelder. All right, everybody. I'm going to go this time. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.